What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. Today I'm going to be reviewing other people's builds on Instagram. Alright, you guys, so you saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. I'm going to be reviewing other people's builds on Instagram. Before we even jump into this though, I just want to make a note that at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter what I think. Your build is your own build and you shouldn't care about other people's opinions when it comes to your build. I would not have gotten my car to where it is today if I had listened to everybody else. I just did what I wanted to do with my car, and that's really, really important. So while I do go through these, and I'm going to be completely honest about all of these cars that I review, just remember that at the end of the day, this is just my opinion, and really all that matters is your opinion on your own build. Alright, so you guys should see my Instagram feed right up on the screen. I'm gonna run through this with you guys, kind of scrolling through here. Let's start with Justin, my guy Justin. Justin is a well-known YouTuber. I love his content. His videos are insanely good. He's been a big inspiration to me when it comes to YouTube. The thing about Justin is his pictures are always super clean, and you can tell if just going through his Instagram feed, it's the same thing with his videos, man. All of his videos are really, really well done. The cinematics are on point, and his car in general just looks really good. You already know that I'm a sucker for bronze wheels. My wheels actually look very similar to this, but he had his before me. He has VMRs, I believe, and these VMRs look badass on his black 3 Series. I love this setup. Even though it's not the same generation car as the F30, still a really, really clean car. And he definitely didn't go overboard with his build. It's very clean, it's refined, and everything that he's done is tasteful in this car, in my opinion. You can really tell just going through Justin's feed, everything on here is so well done. All of his pictures are such high quality. He does a great job when it comes to content creation and keeping things consistent. Love his Instagram. So I don't really know a ton about his chassis, but the car is really clean. I love it. If I owned one, I'd probably do a very similar build to his. Love the way that it turned out. All right, Mad F30, first one that pops up. Let's see what you're rocking with, dude. What's up, bro? Looking at your Mineral 335 X-Drive. Clean, super clean. Love the mineral gray. Such a good color on these cars. He's also on H&Rs, but it looks super low. I don't know if those are springs or some kind of coils. Maybe he has bigger wheels. Those wheels almost look like they're 20s, which in my opinion is a little bit big on the F30 chassis. I think 20s look okay on the F80s, but the F30s, I think 20s look a little bit big. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just the style wheel. Maybe they are 19s. I don't love the style of wheel. It's just not really my thing, but I think that he pulls it off nicely on his car. I think it works with it. It's definitely a good setup. The car is super clean front to back. I think he could use a different front lip or a front lip. I can't really tell, but it looks like he has some sort of splitters up on front. But I think he could use something up front to kind of just set it off a little bit. It looks like a little bit plain up front, but really that's just an aesthetic thing. This thing could be completely modded out with engine performance modifications, and maybe that's what he's going after. Killer. I'm just doing purely aesthetics for what I see here. As far as the drop, it looks super aggressive. I would not be able to get away with that. I would be hitting everything. That is a very low car, and that's probably maybe that's why he doesn't have a lip on the front end, but I love the way it looks. I don't know if he has depots or if those are factory xenon headlights, but you gotta go xenon, man. The xenon is the way to go, or the depots, either one. The angel eyes are the way to run it. Love the black grille. Love they're either black or carbon fiber M-style mirrors. He might have a sport line, so it might have came with the black grille. Actually, no, that looks like an M-style grille. So it is an aftermarket grille. Kidney grills look good. Going through here, yeah, I like this car. Cool, back diffuser, clean. Msport diffuser, he's got the dual exhaust. This car looks really good, super clean. I like it. It's not over the top. It's just right. Looks like he doesn't have that many posts on here. All right, so let's hop back to the main page. We'll go on to the next one. Dude. Okay, so black Pearl F30. This guy's in Germany. Dude, this car looks so good. Oof. Another 335 X-Drive, and this car looks really, really good. Black is such a hard color to photograph and pull off. I don't know if I would ever buy a black car. I used to have a black car, but I don't know if I would ever go back to it because it's really, really tough to keep it clean, and it's really as you can see, it's just hard to photograph. It's a really, really difficult car to photograph. So when people pull it off in good photos, like that's a great photo. When people pull it off in photos, I have a lot of respect for that because it is not easy. I love the gold M calipers. They're either gold or yellow with that wheel combination and the black. This is a really, really, really good looking build. I love his build. I don't even know the guy, but I do follow him on Instagram. Yeah, this car looks really clean. He's rocking the Varus lip. I love the Varus front lip. Like that, it's just such a good front lip. Nice little roller. Yeah, man, this car's sick. This car is sick. Really, really clean. He looks nice and low. It's got a good stance to it. Definitely not much clearance, so he's probably hitting a bunch of stuff like me. But man, this car is clean. Oh, he's got like red side markers, which is interesting. I wonder how that goes over with police and whatnot. I feel like I'd probably get pulled over right away if that happened, if I did that. So the only thing that I would say that would complete this build, like really just set this thing off, would be the LCI taillights. This car would look so sick with the LCI taillights. Just get the LCIs and you're good, man. You're good to go. This car looks really, really clean. I love the 335 with the dual exhaust. The rear diffuser is super aggressive. He's got the side skirt extensions. Everything about this car, everything on this build is solid. Yeah, let's zoom in. Bam, that's a lot easier. Dang, I should have done that before. All right, cool. Yeah, super clean photo. But you guys see, I mean, black is so hard to photograph. It's so hard to make it pop. And that's kind of why I stay away from black cars in terms of ownership. This build's sick, man. Looks really, really good. I'm super jealous of that brake setup. God, those brakes look so good with those OZs. I love it. I love it. Dope build. I dig it. Oh, he's on KWs. So he's on KW's coils. Man, that fitment is perfect. That drop is like, I need to get some coils. I need to get some coils for sure. For sure. Cool, looks good. Let's go back to the front page here. Blue Shark F30. Let's see what this guy's rocking. Oh, okay, so he's doing this kind of Instagram feed. Interesting. So is this an M3 or M4 style front bumper? I think it pulls it off kind of well. I mean, the only reason I don't do the M3 or M4 kit on the F30 is because the M3 and M4 kit is such a wide, it just works so well with the wide stance of an F80, and I feel like it looks kind of weird on the F30 because the F30 is very slim compared to the F80. So that's really the only reason that I don't go for that, and I just try to stay as true to the F30 chassis as much as possible. But I can definitely appreciate the craft of people going that route. I think it's cool, it's different, not everyone is doing it. Like I've seen some people do the M2 bumper, like the M2 bumper is getting really hot on the F30 front end, and I think that looks really good. I even toyed with the possibility of doing that. I don't think it's in the cards for me, but first, let's talk about the color. This color is sick. I love this color. It's almost merino blue, like a tanzanite. It looks really, really good. It pops super hard. You can see that he has his headlights tinted just like I did, where you can they look really good when the lights are on, but they look kind of silly when the lights are off. That's my only thing with the tinted headlights. We're gonna try something new with the tints. That's a big old front mount. Get you some, bro. Get you some. You gotta get some LCIs in here, man. Guys, the LCI tails are critical to the back end of these cars. The LCI tails are game changers. Most people don't need them until they get them. And they're like, whoo! The LCI rear taillights totally set off the back end. This is a funny photo. Got a little dude in the background just like staring at the car. I love it, man. This is a sick build. It's definitely a sick build. The drop is aggressive as heck. He might be on bags. Yeah, he's got it backed. That's low. But yeah, it looks really dope. I'm not feeling that. I mean, whatever was going on here, this must have been a phase for him, but that looks kind of silly. Well, good thing he's not still rocking that. I'm not a big fan of wings on the BMWs. I think the wing like really only works on the M4 GTS. That's like the only car that I think a wing like that on the BMWs actually works. I think on any other chassis it just looks really silly. It looks really silly, but it looks like this is an old photo, and yeah, he grew out of it. It's probably a good choice. Probably a good choice. Color is just bad, dude. Color is bad. I love the color of this car. Up front, up close picture. I think he's got some BBSs on there. Those are sick. That is low life, man. Yeah, he's definitely bagged, but whew, that lip would be trashed for me super quick. Cool, man. Dope build. One stock F30. N55 King. So this guy's got a lot of videos on his page. So he's out here. He's out here smoking people. He's about to come around all these guys. Dude. That is aggressive, bro. That is aggressive. Dope though. Your car looks really fast, man. Car looks really fast, dude. So aesthetically, super clean. He's obviously going for like a sleeper setup because I'm sure this car is fast as heck. But I love it, man. It's a totally different game when you're like approaching a build with like performance only. Like a lot of people, you know, they come to me and they're like, why didn't you get like a 335? Or why didn't you get a 330 or a 340? I didn't get a 335 or a 340 because I wasn't planning on doing any modifications to my car. If I was planning on making a build that was like the fastest build, I wouldn't have bought a 328. I bought my 328 just to have luxury and like a comfortable driving car. And then a few years later, I just got the mod bug and just decided to go crazy. But the next car that I get is going to be a little more, I'm gonna have a little more mindset into the performance side of things and aesthetics. But for this one, I'm just kind of creating content for all of the F series, all of the F chassis world. I want to make people who have 320s feel good about their car, and I want to make people who have 335s feel good about their car. I don't want to like pigeonhole myself into like only being performance or only being aesthetics. I'm just creating content on the platform that I have. So, and things like that change all the time. But a lot of people who comment like, why didn't you get a 335, or like your build is a waste of time, or like your build is a waste of money. A lot of people don't have all the information. They don't really know like how my sponsorships work. They don't know how my content works. They don't know my ideas, my long-term goals. My long-term plans are more important than anything else. And all of this is a part of a bigger thing. Trust the process. Trust the process. One stock F30 obviously is, he's got a sleeper build. It's fast. He's definitely on the performance side of things. He's burning up tires. He's shooting flames. Like this guy's got a different kind of build. Let's watch this video. That's dope, man. That thing's badass. That thing is badass. I love it. I love it, dude. It's funny because I used to be into building like Hondas when I was really young. When I was like 17, 16, 18, I was really into building Hondas. And we would take hatchbacks and put like Integra GTR motors in them. That was what we would do. We would swap them. And then we would turbo them and then blow them up and do it all over again because it would cost you like $1,000 to do everything. But yeah, man, it's a it's a different world with the BMWs. But I love seeing these cars that are sleepers that just smoke people. I think it's so sick. He's got this listed on here. It doesn't show really. It doesn't talk about what his modifications are. It's Instagram, so like not a lot of people list that, but I'm sure we can all trust that his car is super fast. I'm sure it's really, really quick. Well, there goes my car. So he blew something up. That 335 life. People get so mad. Wow, bro, aggressively. Why do people let me cross the bridge where waste my gas and pay my toll just to back out? This guy's heavy on the racing, dude. This guy's heavy on the racing. Cool, man. Good for you. All right, so Tanzanite 340i for sure is one of my favorite F chassis builds on Instagram. First of all, Tanzanite is such a sick color. Such a sick color. And his setup with the wheels, the fitment, the drop, how clean it is, like this car looks really good. Really, really good. That photo is sick. That photo is sick. He's got a bunch of stuff in here. Yeah, man, this car looks really, really clean. Super clean. So I am not the biggest fan of wheels with polished lips, but on this car, they look really good. Like you cannot hate on that setup. He's obviously got the Msport brakes. Looks amazing. It fills out the wheel really well. Like if you look on mine, my brakes don't fill up my wheel. They just look silly. They just look silly. So that's why I try to like hide the brakes, because I'm insecure in my brakes. Not really, but I just try to hide them because they're not like big brake. They don't stand out and just look badass. They don't look good. This car, this build is honestly one of my favorites on Instagram. So clean. He's got the LCI headlights. He's got everything that I want. He's rocking the Veris front lip, I believe. Actually, I don't know if that is the Veris front lip. Looks a little bit different. No, it's not the Veris front lip. It's a little bit different. It's interesting. It's very interesting. So, yeah, man. It's a good looking car. Really, really clean setup. Yeah, man. I really, really like this dude's build. I've seen him on Instagram since I started mine, and I always thought that his car was just really, really clean. Really, really good setup. Back is super simple. I love it. Nice big dual exhaust setup. It's a good looking car, man. Real good looking car. And his photos are really good too. I love it when people take pride and like time into putting like good photos on Instagram, because that's what Instagram is. Like you gotta put some time into like your hobbies. So here he had the Veris lip. He changed it up. So he's got the Veris front lip. He's got the side skirt extensions. Interesting that he kept the mirrors stock. I actually kind of dig it. I kind of dig it on that car. This day and age when everyone is going M style, maybe I'll go back. Maybe I'll go back to stock. Just to keep it different, man. Just to keep it different. His drop is on point. Looks really, really clean. I mean, I love this car. There's nothing that I would change about the car, to be honest. He has a really, really good setup. I will say that I like the Veris front lip on this car better than this one. And I don't know. It's just a little bit different. I don't love the side little wings on the side right here in the front. Not really my thing, but the car is super clean. Super clean. Love that build, dude. I've always loved his build. I think it looks amazing. Oh, here's Jeff, dude. Let's go to Jeff's page. So Jeff has an interesting build, you guys. So this is Jeff. This is Jeff. So Jeff has an M2 front bumper on his car and front lip on his car with these BBSs and this really, really good looking gray Dude, this car, when I saw his front bumper, I was like, kind of like the M2. Kind of want to go M2 front bumper on this. And the only reason I haven't is because of, it takes a lot of work and it's expensive to put the M2 front bumper on this car. But this build is also really dope, man. Like that M2 front bumper looks so good. So good. So this is before he went M2, and you can see it's just a massive difference on the front end. Just a massive difference. It's one of my favorite things about Instagram and meeting people in person who I follow on Instagram, being able to see their builds in person versus like when I saw them on their actual Instagram feed. I love that. It's just great to be able to see the car and see the actual work in person. So Jeff, super interesting build. He's doing stuff unique. I love it, dude. Keep it up. This is such a clean build. And his photos are great, and his feed is real clean. Like, he's killing it. I love it. I absolutely love it. So let's go back to the front here. This guy has an interesting build. Animal Car Fe. This is his 3 Series, and I've been following him. I've been following this guy like when I first got on Instagram. I found this dude, and his build's cool. It's different. It's different. That's why I like it. I liked it because I kind of went a similar route. Obviously he's silver like me, but when I first started modifying my car, I went like a similar route, and I had the front bumper, and then I like slowly worked towards the back, but he left the rear bumper stock, which was like really interesting to me. He's definitely on bags. Definitely bagged out, which is dope if that's what you're going for. So let's talk quick about the LCI tails in the black line LCI tails. I don't really like them. Personally, not really my thing. I like more of like the OEM style ones. I think that the black line ones look a little too like, do you guys remember Altezas? When like Altezas were coming out? Maybe that's like before, I don't know. Altezas were like huge when Fast and the Furious first came out, and everyone was like modifying their car with like Altezas. And then like that just trend died. Like just hit a wall and just died in a deep hole. And I feel like the black lines kind of look like Altezas. So those have never really been like my thing. I've never really liked those. Personally, I think on other people's builds that's really cool. Like, you know, put whatever you want on. Who gives a shit what I think? But me personally, I like the stock ones, and I'm not really a big fan of the black lines. But like I've said before, you know, this video is purely my opinion, you guys, and my opinion really doesn't even matter that much. So I always thought it was interesting that he kept the rear bumper stock, and I wonder if he's gonna like change it up. It looks interesting, doesn't it? Doesn't it look interesting? It looks different with like the side skirts and the front end. I think he's got to get the rear Msport bumper because it flows really well with like the side skirts. Aside from that, clean build, real clean. I like it. Silver on silver. Not a lot of people doing the silver on silver. I think it looks cool. It's different. The Msport front lip is also something that kind of just died for me. I'm not really big into that anymore. Not really big into it. I think it just, everyone got it. Everybody got it. So it just kind of got played out. But the one thing I did like about having my M Performance M Sport front lip is that I didn't really care about hitting shit with it. You know what I mean? Like my Veris, I'm like really careful because it's carbon fiber and it's an expensive lip, but like the M Sport, M Performance, M Type, whatever you want to call it, that one I didn't really care about it, which was kind of nice. So I would just like hit shit with it. And it wasn't really a big deal. So cool, man. Dope build. I like it. Pictures are really clean too. All right, so the last car that I'm gonna review in this video is Bagged B58. Dude, his car is so dope. So absolutely sick. So let's jump into this. And if you guys aren't following, make sure you follow Bagged B58. Oh, there's so many things I want to say about this car. Just like interesting, different types of modifications that you guys, if you're definitely new to like building F30s, you wouldn't catch. So clean, dude. His car, the color is like absolutely sick. I think it's merino blue. It's like such a good looking color on this car. And everything on this car is really aggressive, and like it works because he has a full-on show car. So like wide body, bags, all the spokes on the wheels, super wide, even like the window, like the rear window spoiler. The tree is the same trunk as me. The trunk looks really good on this car. If you guys haven't noticed that rear diffuser is like really hard to get. It's super hard to get. And I forget the name of the company that was making them, but we'll talk about that later. But look at the front end of this car, dude. This car looks so badass. For someone like me, I don't know if I would be able to do this build unless I had a daily, because I would not want to drive this car anywhere, like the grocery store, like doing the daily things that I need to do. But like for a show car, this car is just so sick. It's honestly like my favorite F30 on Instagram. I think it's just such a unique, cool, different kind of build. He's running the M2 front bumper with what looks to be like a custom front lip. I don't even know if that front lip is made for that bumper, but he did it anyways because he's just a goat. And then he's done the carbon fiber, the super aggressive carbon fiber hood, which I believe is Savon. He's got the LCI front tail lights, looks really good. The wide body is absolutely unbelievable. His car was white before, and he just unveiled this new one before Beamer Fest. But everything about this car, like his build, is just so clean and so different and so just badass, dude. Look at all of that carbon. So much carbon on this car. He killed it, man. He absolutely killed it. So here you guys can kind of see that rear diffuser and how it goes up really high. It's like super aggressive, but it looks awesome on this car because everything on this car is super aggressive. Like this build in general is just super aggressive. So it looks really good and it works. It works with what he did. I love how like the back on the wide body cuts off there and he's got like the tires just coming out. Like check out how wide this thing is. It's just so sick, man. He's definitely been known for having some of the baddest builds on Instagram in like the F30 world. Really clean. He's got the V-bar in white. He's got a, I think he has, yeah, he has a roll cage in there. Look at that roll cage in white. Like, it's the subtleties, man. It's all the subtleties. And if you look on his interior, like his interior he did really well too. Bunch of carbon fiber parts. Even his wheel was like super custom. I love it. He just put so much time and attention to detail in this car, and that's what makes it so unique. And it's funny because like so many people will hate on that. They will just say like such stupid stuff about this car, and it's like, dude, if you can't appreciate someone's like hard work and time and energy and vision and passion that they put into this build, then like you shouldn't even be a part of the car community, because that's honestly what it's all about. It's about individualizing your car, and it's just we just live in a really weird world where people don't understand that, and like they have a hard time like respecting that. Everyone is obviously entitled to their own opinions, and that's cool, but I just hate it when people are like bashing, you know, like just bashing hard on people's cars, man. It's like, dude, in this video, I'm not bashing, dude. I'm totally not bashing. I think all of the cars that I follow on Instagram are clean as heck. I just, there's like subtleties that I would change, you know, like anything, you know, like nothing's, I would change things on my car. Like there are things on my car that I don't even think look that good. So this man, so yeah, Bag B58, just crushing it. All of his photos are super good. So here's his last setup when it was white. I like the white too. I like the white too. So you can see now he has, you can see now that his wide body, the rivets don't show anymore. See that? How like the rivets show here and they don't anymore. It's so clean. Like he literally did everything perfect on his new build. Like I absolutely love it. And Bag B58 also owns a company. The white looked really sick too though. Look at that thing, man. It's super aggressive. I love his car. I love his build. Bag B58 also owns a company called AA Concepts. So you guys make sure you check out AA Concepts. For everyone who is in the F30 community, they have a lot of great parts, carbon fiber parts, exterior, engine, interior, pretty much everything you can think of. These guys do a great job at putting out parts. So AA Concepts, make sure you guys go check them out on Instagram if you need to buy anything. Okay, we got time for one more. I like this dude's car too. I like this dude's car too. F30 Salina. He has a really interesting build as well. So let's hop into this. Okay, so he is running the Varus carbon fiber front load. Looks like it is absolutely destroyed, but I understand because he's bagged. He's low. He's living that low life. The wrap, really unique. Totally something different. Probably something I wouldn't do, but like, I love seeing it on someone else's build so I can appreciate it. You know what I mean? Really, really cool, different style of build. He's rocking the kind of like 6. He's rocking like the 6 style spoke wheel. Which looks a little bit different. He's got these interesting, I think this is AA Concepts who does these carbon side skirts, which also extensions, which also look really good. He's rocking probably a Sabon carbon fiber hood. I may or may not be wrong on that. But just like any of these other builds, you guys, it's unique and different, and that's why I'm into it. That's why I like his build. Crazy, super aggressive rear end. You should get some F30 LCI taillights. Everybody needs the LCI taillights. Everybody, man. They just changed the back end. They just changed the back end so hard. They might be on back order, man, because people order them up so quick. But yeah, this is a cool car. This is definitely different. And I have mad respect for anyone who's doing something different, for sure. I like how he had the OE wheels on here. It's cool. I like that. I might even do that someday. It's clean, man. Super clean. So this guy's wrapped his car a few different times. It's a crazy wrap. Like, look at how many colors are in that. Blue, purple, there's like some green, even like a black. It's dope. It's dope. Like I said, it's not for me. Like, I wouldn't put it on my car, but I'm glad that someone did so I can look at it because it looks sick. It looks sick. Like, look at that, dude. It's even gold. There's even some gold in there. Like, that thing is crazy. That thing is crazy. I love it. I love it. Hi, Mum. Different kind of plate. Really, really clean. All right. Really, really clean build. Something different. All right, so that's all I'm putting up for today. That's all we're doing for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. It's a little bit different. I've never done anything like this. I don't really do like review videos like this. And you know, I wanted to approach it in the right way because I didn't want people thinking that I was like hating on cars or like knocking on cars. I just, we all have our own style, you know, and I just like to put my opinions out there, my 2 cents. And even if I did say something about your car that like you don't like, dude, don't take it the wrong way. Like, there are plenty of things on my car that I get heat about every single day that even I don't like some things on my car. And it's just, you know how it goes. It's just the way it is. But all of these cars all the cars that I follow on Instagram are so sick. Like, they all have such unique builds and they're so individualized. And I have mad respect for anyone who's just not giving a shit about what other people think and they're just building their car. Like, look at Alex Choi. Like, Alex Choi, like, so many people hate on Alex Choi, but dude, at least that kid is doing what the fuck he wants. Like, at least he's out here building a car that is unique and different. And everyone's like, you ruined a Lamborghini. Like, no, he didn't. He didn't ruin a Lamborghini. First of all, the kid, parents or him, whatever, has so much money, it doesn't even matter. Like, he can do whatever the fuck he wants to his car. And second of all, that car is so unique. It like belongs in a museum. It's so different. It's such a cool car. It's such a cool build. And like, I don't understand how people can't respect that. I'd be like, that's just badass, man. Like, it's just, you had a vision and you made it happen. And all the people who just like knock that like can't get on board with that, they're small thinkers. Small time thinkers knock big time thinkers. Small time thinkers knock big time thinkers. That's exactly how it works. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please do subscribe to this channel if you are new here. Comment down below. Tell me what you thought about this video. Should I do more of them? Tell me if you agree with me. Tell me what your favorite builds on Instagram are. And just like that, this video is over. And I am out. Peace.